There's only a couple of more weeks until the new year, and we need to come up with a game plan on how we're going to level up in 2026. There is no reason why any of us should be broke in 2026, especially as a high value, high achieving, ambitious woman. This upcoming year is not a repeat of the past. It's not a year of hesitation, confusion, or survival mode. It's a year of intentional elevation. A year where we step into the version of ourselves we've been growing toward. A year where strategy, discipline, and identity finally align. So I'm going to go over some identity shifts that we're going to start making starting today, starting right now. Millionaires, high achievers, and purpose-driven women don't simply set goals. They make a decision about who they are becoming. And from that decision, their habits begin to shift. So as we move into 2026, I want you to ask yourself daily, is this aligned with the woman I am choosing to become? Because 2026 will require a stronger, more grounded, more disciplined version of you. Not a perfect woman, but a decided woman, okay? Again, not a perfect woman, but a decided woman. A woman who knows what she wants to do. A woman who knows where she's headed. So one of the things that we're going to do is upgrade our environment. Your environment reflects what you believe about yourself. And one of the most overlooked wealth habits is environmental elevation. Luxury identity isn't about materialism. It's about creating an environment and lifestyle that reflects the higher version of you. It's choosing habits, items, and surroundings that signal to your mind, I am worthy of more. I operate at a higher standard. So let's talk about one example that seems small but changes everything. Paper plates. Paper plates represent survival mode. Growing up, I was raised by my stepmom who was Jamaican. And one of her rules were we could not use paper plates or paper cups. And growing up, I don't recall ever asking her why. I may have, but I don't remember. But I just remember she never brought any paper plates or paper cups into the house. We always had to use dishes, okay? No plastic forks. So as soon as I moved into my own place, I bought paper plates, paper cups, plastic forks. Everything was either paper or plastic because I didn't want to have to worry about washing dishes, okay? Or I was just trying to make my life easier, okay? So that was my mentality at the time. But when we rely on paper plates, plastic utensils, we subconsciously tell ourselves, I'm too tired, too busy, or too overwhelmed to treat myself well. It becomes a reflection of rushing, not rising. Real dishes, on the other hand, shift you from temporary living to intentional living. They tell your mind, I deserve permanence and quality. It's not about plates, it's about identity, okay? So what this looks like is replacing everyday paper plates with real dishes that make you feel worthy of a higher lifestyle. Once I found this out, I started using my real dishes. So I actually just started this shift within the last week, okay? So today, get rid of the paper plates, the plastic cups, get rid of it and start using your real dishes. So the next thing is decluttering your home so your mind can breathe. And I actually started doing this earlier this year. I do not tolerate clutter, okay? Every week I am decluttering something, okay? Whether it's my refrigerator, whether it's my closet, whether it's my junk drawer, whatever it may be, I try to do this on a regular basis. If you can't do it on a weekly basis, do it on a monthly basis, okay? But it's very important to declutter. It helps you feel more organized, not only in your surroundings, but also organized in your mind. Also, lighting candles, using fresh linens, or adding decor that elevates your mood. So for me, I love Bath and Body Works candles. They last long, the scents are very rich, and as soon as I light up the candle, it instantly calms me. One of my favorite scents is vanilla, so I love their vanilla scented candles. It soothes me, and it just elevates me and puts me in a good, relaxing mood. Now, we also want to keep our work area clean, organized, and inspiring. So I'm here in my office, in my little office, and as you can see in the background, I have some pictures up. I also have some motivational quotes on my wall as well that you can't see. So when I come in my office, I want to be inspired. You know, if I'm having a bad day, you know, I can just look at one of these quotes to keep me going. Like, for example, one of the quotes says, "Let her sleep, for when she wakes, she will move mountains." Okay. Another is, "She is clothed in strength and dignity. She is more precious than rubies. She is fearfully and wonderfully made." So I have like different quotes, you know, on my wall just to inspire me, to encourage me, and to motivate me to keep going, especially on those days where I may just feel not myself. If I don't feel my best, you know, all I got to do is look at my wall and it'll kind of give me that push that I need. It can also be as simple as drinking your morning coffee from a real mug. As I said, I used to drink out of styrofoam cups, plastic cups. Not anymore, okay? I got this, I think last year around this time, or Christmas time, I got this as a gift from one of my old employees, and it says "Boss Lady." This has been what I've used almost every single day. This is my favorite cup because I am a boss lady. Every time I drink out of this coffee cup, I feel empowered, okay? So throw away the styrofoam cups and get you a real coffee cup or coffee mug. Keeping fresh flowers on your counter, or upgrading something small like your towels, your planner, or your skincare, because details shape identity. And finally, making one small luxury identity upgrade every month. Not because it's expensive, but because it confirms the woman you are becoming. A regulated, elevated environment creates a regulated, elevated mind, okay? And an elevated mind makes elevated decisions. Another area we are elevating in 2026 is maintenance and personal care. Let yourself be taken care of. Part of stepping into your next level is allowing yourself to be cared for, okay? Not just being the one who takes care of everyone else. High value women prioritize because it reinforces worthiness, discipline, and emotional well-being. This means having a regular routine for the things that make you feel polished, nourished, and confident, such as scheduling your hair appointments consistently, maintaining your nails or grooming routines, taking time for facials, massages, or intentional self-care rituals. And most importantly, letting someone else pour into you. Too many women live in constant doing mode, working, parenting, pushing, striving, but never pausing long enough to be nurtured themselves, okay? And I was one of them, okay? I'm still a work in progress, but I'm doing a lot better. In 2026, we are breaking that pattern. You're not just maintaining beauty, you are maintaining your identity, your confidence, and your capacity. Let someone else take care of you. Let someone else serve you. Let someone else handle the details so you can recharge, okay? This is not luxury, this is leadership. A well-maintained woman is a well-resourced woman, and a well-resourced woman is unstoppable. Thank you so much for watching. I just wanted to take a short commercial break to tell you about the Corporate Exit Challenge, a self-paced virtual challenge designed to help women just like you turn your skills into income. Because to be honest with you, your job should be a choice, not your only source of income. I used to believe the next promotion would finally give me freedom, until I realized that real freedom comes from having options. Income that's not controlled by your employer. And that's exactly what the challenge helps you build. Inside this self-paced experience, you'll get your first introduction to my LEAP method, the exact framework corporate women use to turn their expertise into a profitable offer. You'll learn the freedom activation, get paid for your expertise, not your hours. The offer and income foundation, creating a clear, sellable offer using the skills you already have. Last but not least, the Fast Start Blueprint, a simple roadmap to build, launch, and make your first sales in weeks, not years. Because before you can attract clients or make money online, you need a real offer. And inside this challenge, that's exactly what you'll build at your own pace. You don't need another promotion to validate your worth. You need a profitable offer that gives you options, leverage, and financial breathing room. Go ahead and click the link in the description below, and I'll see you inside. All right, let's continue with the episode. So we're also going to regulate our nervous system for wealth and clarity. We cannot build the life we desire while operating in fight or flight mode. We cannot attract abundance while living in survival. So in 2026, nervous system regulation becomes a non-negotiable. This includes breath work. Like, for example, with me, whenever I'm feeling a little bit anxious or overwhelmed or stressed out, I will take a moment to pause and I will breathe in for 4 seconds and then breathe out. I do this throughout the day. I'll take a few minutes to just breathe, okay? And that really resets everything. Also, quiet morning rituals, okay? I'm not gonna say every morning, but most mornings I do have an opportunity to just take my time, okay, before I get my day started, okay? So I like to pray, okay? First, I like to make my coffee, okay? I like to get my coffee going, and then I'll go in my prayer area and I'll, pray, meditate, listen to some worship music. I'll say some affirmations. I'll also read. I also start thinking about what I need to get done during the day. Okay, so, make a list of the things I need to tackle. This sets the tone of your day so that you don't have to be in rush mode. You can, go at a nice pace. Now, for those of you who works a 9 to 5, or just works in general, try waking up an hour earlier so that you can start your day quietly, okay? Start your mornings peacefully, okay? So that'll give you time to pray, talk to God, think about what you need to take care of, for the day, okay? Don't just wake up and then rush out the door, okay? So try waking up an hour earlier before you start getting ready for work so you can have time for yourself. And this really makes a difference on how your day goes. Trust me. Journaling, and yes, working out, because movement is medicine. Exercise is one of the most powerful ways to calm your nervous system, release stress, strengthen your mindset, and activate confidence. Whether it's lifting weights, Pilates, walking, intentional movement resets your entire system. During your breath work or workouts, anchor your mind in safety and abundance. So what you would do is speak affirmations like, I am safe, I am provided for, everything is working out perfectly for me. These affirmations signal to your nervous system that you are stable, supported, and secure. And from that state, you make the best decisions. When your nervous system is calm, your mind becomes clearer, your decisions become stronger, and opportunities finally have space to land. Now, one of the most consistent habits among millionaires is simple. They read, they study, they invest in their mind. Not for entertainment, but for elevation. In 2026, self-development must become part of your lifestyle, not something you squeeze in when you have time, because your life will only grow to the level of your mindset. I want you reading books that stretch you, books that challenge your thinking, books that teach you new skills, books that expand your vision. Set a goal to read one book every month, or listen to an audiobook if you're busy. Millionaires don't rise because they have more opportunities. They rise because they have more insight. If you want your income to grow, let your mind grow first. If you want your life to elevate your thinking. So I have some books, and I'll drop the links in the description below. You can find these books on Amazon. So one of my favorite books is Secrets of a Millionaire Mind, okay? This will help, especially when you are trying to grow as an entrepreneur. This is one of the best books to read, Secrets of a Millionaire Mindset, because you're going to, of course, as an entrepreneur, you're going to have challenges. You're going to have setbacks, but this will help you train your mind to think in abundance no matter what's going on. Also, the dynamic laws of prosperity. Okay, this is another good one that's going to help shift your thinking from a lack mindset into a prosperity mindset. Okay. Another one of my favorites is You Too Can Be Prosperous. I really like this book because it not only talks about mindset, but it also references scriptures from the Bible, which really help me understand more about how to align with God's will. God doesn't want us in poverty. God doesn't want us broke. And there's so many scriptures to back that up. So I love this book because it uses scripture to support why abundance is your birthright. Last but not least, it will be God. This book was written by Sophia Ruffin Wilson. She's really well known on social media. If you're struggling with faith, this is the book. This is it. She really breaks down how God can do miraculous things, even when it seems like life is not going the way we want it to go. She really dives in on how God is still the God of miracles. God is still the God of healing. It's nothing that God can't do, okay? If you're going through any obstacles or challenges in your life, this book is it. This will help you build your faith in God no matter what you're going through. Next shift is building multiple streams of income. This upcoming year requires financial expansion, okay? Not from working harder, but from working smarter. Your job should be a choice, not your only source of income. Inflation is rising, salaries are capped, but your earning potential is not. In 2026, create at least one additional stream of income, whether it be a digital product, a coaching offer, a service, affiliate revenue, or an automated low-ticket funnel. Options create power. Options creates freedom, okay? So 2026, we are stacking income streams, okay? And if you don't currently have an additional income stream outside of your 9-to-5, 2026 is the year that you're going to build your first income stream, okay? Treat your time like a CEO. Your goals do not fail because you are incapable. They fail because your time is unmanaged. Millionaires protect their time with intention, okay? They schedule their priorities. They eliminate distractions. They guard their mornings. In 2026, your calendar becomes your commitment, because if it's not scheduled, it will not be built. Elevate your circle without apology. Growth requires alignment, and alignment will often require editing your environment, including your relationships. You cannot level up while surrounded by people who normalize fear, settling, or small thinking, okay? In 2026, position yourself around women of vision, women of discipline, women of faith, women who are building something extraordinary. Your future depends on the rooms you stand in, okay? Your environment is so important. I do not play, like, when it comes to the people I'm around. Anybody that's talking negativity, anybody who has a lack mindset or poverty mindset, I instantly run. I instantly remove myself from that environment or from that individual, because you end up picking up poor thinking and poor habits when you're around people who have a poor mindset, okay? So it is very important to run away from anyone who does not have an abundance mindset, okay? A wealth mindset. Anyone who is not ambitious, okay? Okay, so you want to surround yourself around those who are either where you want to be or at least headed in the direction that you're in, okay? Last but not least, act before you feel ready. Perfection is the #1 enemy of elevation. And the truth is, millionaires do not wait for confidence. They create confidence by moving. 2026 is the year of decisive action. Launch the offer, start the service, build the income stream, take that first step. Clarity is revealed through motion. Breakthrough is released through obedience and courage. You got this. So as we walk into this new year, I want you to remember this. You are not waiting on 2026. 2026 is waiting on you, sweetheart. The future is not asking for perfection. It is asking for intention. It is asking for your commitment. It is asking for identity, discipline, and belief. This is the year you rise. This is the year you elevate. This is the year you walk boldly into the woman God has prepared you to become. Your level up begins right now. And if this message inspired you, make sure to subscribe, like this video, and share this episode with another woman who is ready to level up in 2026. And just remember, your support helps this message reach more women who needs to hear this. I'll see you in the next episode.